The only good colonial is a dead colonial. Slaughter colonials in the streets, blow up colonial embassies, kill colonial babies in their cribs, burn colonial factories to the ground, spit in a colonial logistic driver's face, piss on Thea Maro's grave, replace the colonial water supply with Warden Cum, round up colonials and execute them by firing squad, make a colonial soldier watch as you burn his home to the ground, throw a colonial factory worker into industrial machinery, shoot colonials point blank with a storm cannon, throw a sticky grenade at a colonial's face and watch as he tries to pull it off before it explodes. Curb stomp colonial babies in the streets of Therizo and hear the lamentations of their women. Force feed a colonial sergeant PC mats. Exterminate colonials. Shit into the colonials' water supply. Kick colonials in the balls. Uppercut elderly colonials into a ravine. Execute colonials' pets in their houses. Burn the colonials' food supply. Capture a colonial and force-feed him petrol. Drag a colonial behind a motorcycle. Run over a colonial with a flatbed. Firing squad colonial civilians. Throw gas grenades into colonial schools. Fire artillery shells into colonial residential neighborhoods. Beat a colonial soldier to death. Stab a surrendering colonial with your bayonet. Force colonial civilians into the gas chambers. Piss into a dying colonial's open wound. Tell that same dying colonial you will give his family a letter. Then just burn the letter. Castrate colonials. Kneecap colonials. Give colonials smallpox blankets. Firebomb colonial cities. Destroy colonial hospitals. Bake colonials in an oven. Dispose of colonial corpses in a mass grave. Grind colonial babies in a blender and drink them for breakfast. Burn colonial homes to the ground. Kill them all. The men, the women, and the children too. I hate them, those dirty colonials. Kill colonials and save Siva. If Callahan has 1 million fans, then I am one of them. If Callahan has 10 fans, then I am one of them. If Callahan has only 1 fan, then that is me. If Callahan has no fans, then that means I am no longer on Earth. If the world is against Callahan, then I am against the world. When our great war machines are knocking on the doors of Terminus, the colonial dogs will know that they are defeated. We will shatter their morale and drive them back to whence they came. Let them know the power of the Warden Army, men. Onwards to our victory. We will take this city at any cost, men. The colonials cannot stop the unceasing tide of Warden soldiers. We will destroy their cities and burn their industry to the ground. Do not stop until every single colonial is laying dead at our feet. They will sorely regret ever breaking away from our great empire. Onwards to victory. For Callahan, for Siva, long live the Warden Empire. The shells fired from our artillery cannons will blot out the sun. The colonial menace shall cower in their trenches, frozen with fear. They will rue the day they thought they could break away from our great empire. For Callahan, for Siva, glory to the 102nd. It's a fact that Warden femboys are 40% more fertile than colonial women. It's those hips. They are just designed for breeding. It's been proven that quack colonial doctors cannot perform the surgeries required to transition a soldier into a submissive, breedable femboy. Meanwhile, our skilled Warden medical staff can churn out up to 50 femboys per hour. My God, you colonials smell bad. I can detect your stench from my bunker base. By Callahan, do you heathens ever shower? Do you not take pride in your ugly green uniforms? Just give up already. Put down your rifles and surrender. We promise to give you an honorable death.